Hello and welcome to Let's Ride with Stonewolf. Welcome to the NC500. We just left Brora. We're heading north along the east side, up towards John O'Groats. And sit rep. It's wet. It's very wet. I am wet. My riding suit is wet. The inside of me is wet. My gloves are soaking wet. One of my boots is sodden. My phone is wet. My show notes are wet. Water is creeping into the tank bag. I have just stopped for a charge. I was shivering a bit. I've been using the hand dryer in the public toilet to warm myself up because that was the only thing that was open. Because the shop that was there didn't open until 7, which I knew about, but we're running pretty early. I think that charge stuff ended up a little longer than expected, but we got there 20 minutes earlier than expected. We're leaving 20 minutes earlier than expected, so yeah, we're ahead of time. That's good. I thought I had used a little more power than expected, but yeah, I used like 3% more power than expected. So that's pretty good. Doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. We are still on the broadly fast bit, so we can expect a higher draw. I've charged up to 85%. And yeah, apart from the fact that I am soaking wet and cold and kinda miserable, things are going well. If it weren't bloody soaking and freezing, I would say things are going great. I've changed my traction control back up to 6, just because of the conditions. We're still in sport mode, we're not in rain mode. I just wanted a little extra traction control, because this is pretty bad. That's where we are at. Next stop, John O'Groats. Okay, we've only got one break of episode between then. It's kind of short. Scheduled 1:28. We're probably gonna get there a bit faster than that because there's no traffic. Oh, there's traffic now, apparently. There wasn't any traffic. I guess we've passed 7 AM. It's a weekday. There'll probably be traffic. The RVs, motorhomes, camper vans, whatever you want to call them, they won't be out yet. But pretty soon, I think they'll be hitting the road kind of around the same time as I'm leaving John O'Groats. And I think when I get to John O'Groats, bizarre as this didn't missing, I am probably going to switch to my summer gloves. Lovely. Just got absolutely splashed by that car. But as you can concerned that I'm coughing in the rain. There's nothing to do with the rain. It's a historical thing. It's the vestiges of the chest infection I had a week ago. But yeah, as weird as it might sound, given the weather, I could switch to my summer gloves probably in Jonah Groats, because my winter gloves are soaked through. And the thing about winter gloves is, once they get like that, just like the layers and stuff, it becomes very hard to put them on and take them off. They're not really providing the insulation that a winter glove provides at that point, because you just, like, your hands are just in cold water anyway. And if my hands are going to be wet, I may as well have more comfortable to wear gloves. Not that these are uncomfortable gloves, it's just like when they're wet, they fit all weird and stuff. Like, putting them on was such a pain at that stop. And I have to be really careful when I'm taking them off now, because I don't want the layers to get all separated. And what I don't have is a probe. I could probably get one at Jonah Groats, maybe while I'm stopped and having some food, because I can have some food at Jonah Groats. I could maybe like get a knife or something, like a butter knife, and stick the handle into the glove and just like poke the layers back into place. It might make it easier to put them on. That might make it worth it, but like the material inside the glove clings to your fingers when you put your hand in, and it just all bunches up and goes weird and stuff. I've also got fogging. Oh my god. Yeah, I've got fogging from the stop that I did. I didn't take my helmet off, I just had like the visor open, so a bit of water got at the inside. Maybe if I open this vent, I can help with the fogging a little bit, because we're going not that fast. Desirable to overtake these guys, but on the flip side, I'm also finding somewhere I can get a sight line to do it. Oh, they're throwing up so much spray. So much spray. Part of the problem with overtaking these guys is like what is this? Like, the red really screws with the sight lines. Guys doing an overtake. He's clear the road ahead of us. Okay, I'm behind this guy. 40 here. Gonna slip back a little. Jesus Christ, put your headlights on, holy shit. Like, you're fucking invisible, man. The guy behind me just, like, he doesn't have his headlights on, and he's just invisible. Because it's a grey car in the mist. Not the world's greatest overtake. I had to tuck it in front of that truck quite aggressively. But with the conditions, I am not in the mood for it. That was handy. Place where we stopped, where everything was closed, and they were like, yeah, we're not really open until 4. We were like, what? Because we wanted like lunch. It was weird. There's a bunch of chargers here, and I considered stopping at Helmsdale, and then Brora was just the better one for it. But this place actually has options, because there's 2 different sets of chargers. Most of this route does not have that. Eventually I settled at Brora. I was just like, well, you know, if the Brora one's out, I can press on to the next one. So it gets a little more interesting from here, which is good. The rain is like a damper on that, but you know, you can see the coast is just down there. We've been actually following the coast all this way, even when it's not been obvious that the coast is there. Second exit up here. Oh wow, it's so bad. This is kind of the problem with doing these kind of journeys. Like, there is absolutely no accounting for the on-the-day conditions. You plan it in advance and you just don't know what you're gonna get. And this is like the one day that there's a problem. I don't know if that's a breakdown or a traffic stop. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is the one day that it's raining, and it's just my luck that it happens to be like the day. We're letting our speed drop here. I fancy like accelerating up that steep one. See, this is what I mean by it gets more interesting, is you start to get a bunch of this stuff. Where like the road is following the coast, but it's having to go up and down hills and stuff. And you get a lot of these sort of turning ascents and then turning descents. And as we go along, it is going to get more and more interesting. But the first bit is kind of like, nah. Oh yeah, I forgot about this bit. Oh, it's so different in the mist, though. Oh my god, the surface! I can't be doing anything with this. Yeah, that's awful. Oh wow, now I've got no visibility. Well, I'm glad we left Brora early because, wow, this is something else. Just clear my visor as best that I can here. You wipe, even though it's kind of pointless. Like, wow. Don't worry if you can't see anything, it's okay. I can't see anything either. Like, well, it's a turn. How turny is the turn? I don't know. We're gonna find out. We're going definitely downhill here, but can't really stretch it out at all because, like, I can barely see anything. Okay, we're clearing up as we go down. It's good. It's good. I think we just ascended into a cloud, basically. The wipe, it won't last long, but at least you can see that it's not cleared a bit. There we go. Rock is over there. I really hope that it clears up better. Like, I know it's going to be basically heavy like this all the way to Jonagrots, but I really hope that once we get past there, even if it does rain, it's just not that heavy. I obviously are going to be wet and cold for the entire rest of the day, so that's a write-off. However, it would be nice to get a bit better footage than whatever the hell I'm recording here. Nobody's behind us. To be honest, but no one was going to have all of that mist, and I was going to be driving slowly anyway. I would probably just stand behind the truck and just drafted it for a bit. But it's clearer here. This is probably the worst the rain has been so far. 47 miles to go to Jonagrots, according to the sign. There are a few things along the way before there. There's actually cliffs all along here, by the way, which you can't see. You can just see like the world ends right over there. Well, here we go. The world ends just over there. Well, that's all cliffs. And on a better day, you would see the sea beyond them. But, not today. Yeah, it's one of those days. There's a valley all the way down there, kind of ascending up out of it. The seat of my pants is not wet. Feel it. And I'm gonna go for a sharp downhill. I think I know this one actually. Problem is, I know I can well, like, hold 60 down this hill, but because of the wetness, I don't feel super confident in some of these corners. There's standing water there. There's actually water flowing across the road. Brake before we hit that water. Oh wow. I know I am being a pussy, but you're not here. You're watching it on YouTube, and yeah, it's bad. I didn't need to be going that slow there. I just, like, I was busy wiping my visor and stuff. I don't want to accelerate up this hill. Even though, yeah, I would totally like to be doing 60 up through here. Oh, why is it wet? This would be so glorious in the dry. In fact, I know that it is glorious in the dry because I've done it in the dry. Actually, that time was really windy. I don't know. I don't think it... What's it doing? Closing my vent. I don't think it comes across on the POV footage, but it was extraordinarily windy on this part of the run. It's a little bit windy here. Camping that we did, we went to Wick and then we came back a bit to find somewhere to wild camp. It was really, really hard. It's a person. Wind has been blown down the hill. Cold and windy and wet. Oh, good. It wasn't windy before, it's windy now. It's just this area, I guess. I think once I get past Wick, it might be less windy. Just another thing I have to deal with. Really cold. Rain is always cold. Rain is never hot. It's water that condenses in the air. That's why it's always cold. Especially because it comes generally from reasonably high up, where it is cold. You could probably hear the wind now. I think it's coming from the sea, so it's not too bad. It's not going to be like causing me too many range issues, because it's generally speaking lateral rather than in my face. Something I have to think about on some of these turns. I mean, these roads are nice. Like, in the dry, this is quite entertaining. Into, like, the interesting parts of the road, where it's not just, like, wide sweepers and open road. You actually have some bends and some ups and downs and, like, some tighter ones to do and that kind of thing. And you're going from one to the next type stuff, but whilst it's still entertaining, the weather really puts a damper on it. Yeah, this bit I think is probably the most entertaining. I guess, yeah, from Brora-ish up to Wick, I would say, is the most entertaining part. The problems is that in this weather it's very easy to miss a town side. Dunbeath is pretty cool. It's just nestled in here in the valley underneath this bridge. Yeah, it's easy to miss a town side. Okay. The name of the town is on that side. Yeah, kind of like the way that Let's Ride works is I have a list of towns, or, basically anything that can be a landmark, really. But towns are generally the way that I do it because they're the easiest to spot. But so one of the issues is, like, just with this, it's so easy to miss, like, a name of place sign, because you're concentrating so hard on, like, making out the road and the actual traffic signs through the weather that, like, you're just putting a lot less effort into, like, place names and direction signs. We should overtake this guy. Maybe it would have been a good place to do it, but maybe behind some. mind like the sea, but it's there, trust me. Yeah, kind of thing about, you know, being generally faster than Google's estimates is, that's normally because I would overtake these people. Like, this guy is included in Google Stats, and anyone who's stuck behind him is included in Google Stats. And that's why you can be faster than Google. Because Google's not telling you, oh yeah, you know, this is the speed limit. This is how long it takes to get through that distance at that speed limit. Dang. No. That's not how Google works. Google is giving you a statistical estimation based on how fast people generally traverse this piece of road at. This is Latheron, so that's the end of the episode. So, if you've got anything to say, if you want to tell me how little you can see or something, hit me up in the comments. If you like this video, give it a like. Maybe check out some of my other videos that are less wet. And if you enjoy them, consider subscribing and hit that bell. And if you would like to reward me for entertaining you today, you can find links to do so in the description below.